The Justice League is facing a big threat as they fight a giant shadow monster. It turns out the monster is actually the anti-monitor, and nothing they do seems to hurt it. The anti-monitor gathers a huge amount of energy and gets ready to blast them all. Meanwhile, on their satellite base, Kara is upset and starts to get her emotions under control. She is shocked by what she's done, holding the burned body of the monitor. As she holds him, his body starts glowing with powerful energy. This energy spreads out and strengthens the satellite, making it powerful enough to move the remaining worlds to a safe place, away from the anti-monitor's reach. Months later, the Justice League is looking through the ruins of destroyed planets, trying to find any survivors. Shiera and Earth 2's Superman find Wonder Woman from Earth 2, frozen in ice. Superman melts the ice using his heat vision and explains what happened since the Monitor's death. They tell her that the death of the Monitor pulled all the worlds into a new, unstable place called the Bleed, a space outside the multiverse. For now, the anti-Monitor can't follow them there. But the Bleed is full of chaos, with time and space mixing up, making it hard to get resources or even trust time. On Earth 1, Lois Lane, Green Arrow, and Earth 2's Black Canary find a strange tear in space and time. Through this tear, a herd of dinosaurs appears. The heroes try to help the people nearby but are overwhelmed by the dinosaurs. Just when they think they've got it under control, more dinosaurs show up, along with a group of soldiers. These soldiers say they're lost in time and were sent to stop the dinosaurs from rampaging across the multiverse. On Earth 10, the Legion of Doom is getting worried about strange things happening on many worlds. Poison Ivy tells them a volcano has suddenly erupted, and Lex Luthor fears more disasters are coming. He reveals his plan to fix everything and goes to see Psycho Pirate, who has been locked up. Lex wants Psycho Pirate to talk to someone who he thinks is crucial for their survival.
You have a friend I'd like to talk to.
Back on Earth 2, Batman and the Bat family are investigating another strange event. Robin warns that an anomaly is heading towards the police headquarters. Soon, an army of soldiers with advanced weapons appears. Batman, Robin, Huntress, and Batman Beyond team up to stop them. The soldiers steal some dangerous chemicals, including Bane's venom and Scarecrow's fear toxin, and use them against Batman. The toxin makes Batman see an older Barry Allen, who tells him to
go back to the beginning, Bruce.
At their satellite base, the Justice League gets reports from other Earths about problems happening in their worlds. Lex Luthor shows up, angry that the Bleed is falling apart fast. He points to a tear in space near Earth 146 where the anti-monitor is causing destruction. As the tear gets bigger, the anti-monitor collects enough energy to destroy entire worlds. Unable to stop it, Aquaman asks Mr. Terrific,
"Send me home."
Mr. Terrific agrees, though he hesitates. After Earth 146 is destroyed, the anti-monitor pulls back his hand, and the tear closes, leaving the League in shock. Later, Batman wakes up in the medical bay after being unconscious for 10 days because of the fear toxin. Dr. Elizabeth Chapel, also known as Dr. Midnight, tells him what happened during his recovery. The anti-monitor has been destroying Earths in the Bleed, including Earth 88 and Earth 2112. Batman talks to Dr. Fate, who confirms that the older Barry Allen was real and that his message, return to the beginning, is important. They try to figure out what Barry's words mean for their next steps. Green Lantern John Stewart, who didn't think much of John Constantine at first, now believes Constantine could be the key to understanding what's going on. Robin suggests that Batman, as the best detective, could find Constantine, who might be somewhere on Earth 18. John Constantine is drunk, lost in his own misery, asking strangers for coins to keep drinking. The Justice League, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Dr. Fate enter the bar, hoping to find the sorcerer. Batman figures out that the saloon has both magical energy and a lot of alcohol, which he used to track Constantine. Sadly, Constantine's mind is a mess, and he can barely remember anything, not even his own name. Dr. Fate uses his magic to help Constantine remember, and Batman helps him recall how he's connected to the multiverse and the current crisis. Suddenly, they are confronted by the Spectre, a powerful being of vengeance who represents God's will. The group finds themselves in a memory of the Justice League Dark's victory over Darkseid during the Apocalypse War. Even though they won, Constantine convinces the Flash to go back in time to stop even worse things from happening. Flash travels to when Darkseid was a baby, thinking this is the only time the villain could be defeated. Constantine explains that Darkseid is nearly impossible to destroy as an adult, but as a baby, he wasn't protected. Flash is hesitant, but Constantine uses a spell to force him into action, saying anyone close to Flash will die if he doesn't go. Meanwhile, the anti-monitor returns and starts attacking Earth 2. The heroes try their best to stop him, but they are wiped out by a huge wave of antimatter. Lois Lane suspects someone is helping the Anti-Monitor and soon figures out it's Lex Luthor. Luthor admits it, saying that even if he didn't make a deal with the Anti-Monitor, the worlds in the bleed would have died anyway because of overpopulation and fewer resources. His plan was to find a way to stop the Anti-Monitor, but he had to make a deal with it. Luthor suggests using Earth AD Ami's world as bait to lure the Anti-Monitor in and learn its weaknesses. Their plan doesn't work, but Luthor believes the Anti-Monitor is weak to light-based attacks. Dr. Light isn't so sure, reminding the group that light attacks haven't worked before. Luthor then suggests using the energy from the 52 suns that came with the worlds into the bleed. He thinks if Superman absorbs all the energy, it might be enough to stop the Anti-Monitor, even though it could kill him. Superman agrees to the plan, even though Lois is upset. Just as Superman is about to absorb the energy, Kara steps in, saying she's stronger since becoming the Harbinger under the Monitor's influence. She insists on taking Superman's place, but he tries to stop her. Before he can, Captain Atom warns them that the Anti-Monitor is back. Superman gathers the heroes to attack a weak spot in the Anti-Monitor's armor so Kara can destroy it from the inside. But their attacks don't work, and they can't break through the armor. Suddenly, Lex Luthor, now under the Anti-Monitor's control, orders the League to shut down the cosmic towers, the only thing keeping them in the bleed. Superman thinks something is wrong and asks Mr. Terrific to disable the towers, even though no one knows what will happen next. As the Anti-Monitor fights back, a powerful strike hits its armor. Turns out to be John Jones and Warworld. They thought Warworld was destroyed, but it was actually moved with the help of Adam Strange and Lobo. Even with Warworld there, they can't break the Anti-Monitor's armor to let Kara destroy it. Superman and John Stewart, with help from John Jones, realize that Warworld is powered by the fear and anger of its prisoners. John corrects Superman, saying any strong emotion could work, not just fear and anger. He then asks the Psycho Pirate for help. The Psycho Pirate's powers can connect everyone across all realities to focus their emotions. Soon, John Stewart is joined by other Green Lanterns that he recruited by sending out rings to find new bearers. As the Anti-Monitor attacks Warworld, John Stewart leads the Green Lanterns to form a protective shield, giving them enough time to channel the combined emotions of all realities into a massive attack. This energy breaks a hole in the Anti-Monitor's armor, allowing Kara to use the power of the 52 suns to destroy him from the inside. Unfortunately, Kara dies in the process. Superman, devastated by the loss of his cousin, holds her lifeless body and mourns her sacrifice. While Superman grieves, Dr. Fate directs everyone's attention to the important information Batman and Constantine uncovered from Constantine's memories. Batman explains that before the multiverse existed, there was only one world. A mistake created parallel Earths, and Darkseid, a powerful conqueror, destroyed this original world. To prevent the collapse of reality, Darkseid was made a fixed point in time. Constantine and Barry Allen tried to stop Darkseid, but their attempt shattered the universe, causing infinite parallel Earths to form. However, this led to an unstable universe on the brink of collapse. Beings like the Anti-Monitor were created to keep this destruction in check. John Jones soon detects multiple energy signals similar to the Anti-Monitors, signaling the arrival of other Anti-Monitors and their armies. These armies quickly destroy worlds with antimatter waves. Batgirl remembers that Kara once spoke of a powerful machine the Legion hid in a pocket dimension. John realizes the machine is hidden between realities, making it almost impossible to reach. Although Adam Strange says he can't access it, Dr. Light suggests that others, like the Psycho Pirate, might be able to help. Lex Luthor claims he isn't fit to help. However, Captain Atom suggests Nightshade might be able to access the machine. Nightshade, unsure of her abilities, teleports herself and John to the space between realities. With John's guidance, Nightshade successfully retrieves the miracle machine and brings it back to Warworld, though it doesn't seem to work. Constantine reveals that the machine can merge all realities into a single universe and timeline, but this will require a sacrifice. Superman refuses to accept this, but Lois convinces him that saving one world, his own, is more important than trying to save every world. The group struggles to activate the machine. Green Lantern attempts to power it, but his energy does nothing. Dr. Fate then reveals that only one thing can create something from nothing: sacrifice. Constantine prepares to offer himself, but nothing happens. Wonder Woman from Earth, 2 suggests that someone immortal should make the sacrifice. Superman protests, offering himself instead, but Wonder Woman insists she must do it. She places her lasso on the machine, and to everyone's surprise, it activates. A vision of a unified world appears, and the Spectre confirms that they made the right choice. One by one, the heroes step through the portal, leaving behind their past lives and stepping into an uncertain future, with Warworld being consumed by the Anti-Monitor's wave. As the story concludes, the Spectre reveals that he no longer wishes to be a symbol of vengeance but instead wants to represent hope. Later, a young Wonder Woman is playing on the cliffs of Masera when her mother, Queen Hippolyta, calls out, reminding her to be careful. Diana may be brave, but she is not immortal, and there's still a long life ahead of her. In the end, everything seems to return to normal.